What's up, everybody? This is Orbit Goodcat, and I'm here with the entire League of Legends Orbit gaming team. That's Hoodstomp, Yoda, Vec, Lemon Nation, and Link. And today we're going to be looking about some of their specific strategies and team compositions that have helped contribute to their successes. So let's get started by introducing everybody on the team and learning what positions they play, some of their favorite champions, and how they got started with professional gaming, and eventually how they moved into League of Legends.
You can go by Elo, lowest to highest I'll start.
It's a good way.
So my name is Ori, I'm the jungler. Screen name is Orbiota. I prefer to play Jarvan the Fourth, Dr. Mundo, and Alistar Jungle. I got into competitive gaming like way back in when I was still in college. I was a competitive Dota player, and then Heroes of Newerth came out, and I moved to that. And I had some fame in Heroes of Newerth. I had a stream with a regular 1,000+ viewers, so I was pretty known in Heroes of Newerth. I found that the game failed to deliver in the competitive scene, so I quit and came to League of Legends, and now I play jungler for my team.
Very nice. I have to say, Jarvan the Fourth is probably one of my favorite champions, especially if you happen to scream Demacia at the top of your lungs if you use your ultimate on somebody.
I don't know if I do that, but
Yeah, well, I think the louder you scream it, the more damage your ult should do, but that's just me. So next up, can we hear from Link? Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I've been playing like MOBA games for about like 7 or 8 years now, I think. I started with Dota back when I was like, I don't know, like 10 or 11 years old. And I've been playing games for a while, like Diablo, StarCraft. So games aren't anything like new, but I started playing Dota, and I started playing like in like leagues where we play like houses and stuff. And then Heroes of Newerth came out, and moved to that, and me and my brother we never really broke into like the competitive scene, but in terms of like skill level, I think we were kind of up there. And then LoL came out, and then my friends all played it, my in real life friends, so I started to play LoL a lot. Yeah, heroes I like to play are, I've been playing mid now for my team, but despite that, my favorite heroes to play are Nidalee, Lee Sin, and like Katarina.
And everybody does love a good Lee Sin on their team. Next up, we have our support player, Lemon Nation. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your past and your history with League of Legends and some champions that are really strong for you?
I started playing League of Legends around 2 years ago, and it's the first mobile game I've played. Before this, I've played like Counter-Strike and Diablo 2 and Team Fortress 2. A lot of shooters. I'm playing Tribes 2 right now.
Very nice. What are some of the supports that are your stronger characters?
I like Janna, Lulu, and Nautilus the most.
And Nautilus? Nautilus is a support role. Very interesting.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, very, very big stun bot there. How about Vec? Can we hear from you?
I played top row. Then when I started playing was Sega Genesis. Yeah, that was the first console I ever owned.
I have one of those in the next room, actually. Still have a Sega Genesis. Do love that thing.
And yeah, then I progressed towards Diablo 2. Then I started playing Fortress 2 and Dota. And yeah, I played for Dota for like 4 or 5 years. I started when I can't remember the version. I think it was 5.84C. Yeah, I started playing when it was that version. And I slowly progressed. Then I got bored of Dota. Then I found League of Legends, so I started playing. If I can remember, it was during Sing Zhao or Olaf Fetch.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And now, last but not least, the one and only Hoodstomp, the AD carry player. Why don't we hear from you?
Alright, name is Hoodstomp. I play AD carry for Team Orbit Gaming. Been playing a lot of games for about 7 years now, I think. I played pretty much every genre of game, from like MMOs like Ragnarok and WoW. I played a lot of Counter-Strike Source, played like Unbound, all types of stuff. My first MOBA I played was Dota. I pretty much only played with friends and in-houses and stuff. I never got too into Dota, but I felt like I was like pretty decent at it as far as like mechanically and stuff. So after that, my friends got like a key to Han, started playing a lot of that. I got pretty good at Han, like moved up the ladder, like 1900 MMR, or PSR is what they called it. So I was pretty decent at that. Then tried League of Legends, cause why did I try League of Legends? I don't know, I just kind of got sick of Han. Like I didn't really like where it was going. They couldn't release
Yeah.
any more Dota heroes and stuff like that. It got kind of played out for me. So I've been playing League now for about 2 years. My favorite heroes to play are probably Kog'Maw, Graves, and Corki.
And Graves, of course, because you guys were actually known as Hoodstomp Graves GG before picked up by Orbit Gaming.
Yeah, when Graves first came out, I pretty much played Graves exclusively, and I
Yeah.
became really well known for that in the high elo scene.
I've been watching you guys play, and I watched the Play Legends tournament recently, and I was spectating a couple of your games today. At this high competitive level, when you're going into like a 5v5 tournament, like in that Play Legends tournament, and you're in Champion Select, what are some of the champions that you're really eager to get your hands on, and what are some of the champions that you're going to look to ban out just to make your team composition that more effective? So what's your mindset in going into that Champion Select?
Well, we have a playbook actually. So we draft our lineup basically around trying to get one of those comps together, and we pick which comp we want based on what champions are banned, which champions are picked, or what champions are banned. So which comp would be ideal for that. The champs we really want to get, I guess, are just the same as everyone. Like Shen, obviously. We think Janna is a top pick. I think everyone thinks Janna is a top pick. And then the ones we ban, we don't really have a set champion to ban. We generally look at the best champions of our opponents, because I think at this level, League of Legends is actually balanced enough that you can ban based on like player skill and not based on champion overpoweredness. So that's what we do.
Interesting. So would you say that by the time all 6 champions are banned out, you already have a pretty clear idea of the entire 5-man team composition you're going to go with?
We don't have all 5, but we have a general idea based on what's going to be ideal and what's and what replacements we can use too.
Now with the support AD carry kind of laning phase, I noticed a lot of switching is going on. Like AD carry and support are now running up to top lane and forcing kind of a 2v1 there for a good while, and then during the switching, you deny a lot of CS and experience gaining. Now where did that come from, and just like how do you use that effectively, and when is the right time to sort of make that switch?
Usually you want a 2v1 as AD carry support if you know that their solo lane is going to be weaker than your solo lane. Like if you know your solo lane is going to be able to farm against their 2v1 and theirs isn't, then you should do it. Also do it if you have a weaker AD carry like Ashe or Vayne. It's really good so they can get the free farm they need so they can hit late game. That's usually when you want to do it.
And during this time, your jungler is obviously roaming around, beating up animals in the forest. So what are the things you're looking for in lane to signal for a gank? Or what are some of the determining factors that would contribute towards calling for one? Because I know ganks can be very risky if things can go wrong. When is the right time to signal to your jungler to come trying to get a kill in your lane?
It's based around where the creeps are, where the last jungler was seen. Maybe we can counter gank, maybe we can set up a gank because the lane's going to push towards our side. It's always situational, it's always different. But the most effective way to get a jungler to get a gank off is through communication. Essentially pure communication.
Yep.
I see.
If you can get him to waste a flash too, like just from laning, then a gank's almost certainly coming.
Oh, absolutely. So